Mike Reed in the studio, and joining me today are Marc Daly and Stephanie Shiro with the United Way. Good afternoon, folks.
Good afternoon, Mike. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Yeah. Thanks for having us here.
Well, we've got a big event coming up for the United Way, and that is the What Floats Your Cardboard Boat Race. Always a large happening. I've enjoyed seeing reports in the paper about it, but I've never attended before. Can you tell our listeners about what happens there?
Yeah, so this year it's on September 11th at the Cascades Urban Fisheries Pond. This is our 4th year doing it, and basically it's just a way for us to kind of kick off our campaign season and say, hey, we're going to be out in the community. We want to showcase the companies that we work for. Last year we had 20 boats, so that's what we're aiming for again.
20?
And
wow.
Yeah, 20, yeah.
Yep.
And we had some really, really awesome boats. Photo finish, basically, which was pretty cool, between Aladdin Electric and Walton Insurance Group. And so it's just a way for us to get the community ready for our campaign.
Very good.
Yeah.
Now, you've been doing this for a number of years, if I'm not mistaken.
This will be our 4th year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of history have we got here? What prompted you folks to start a cardboard boat race?
The idea actually came from another United Way in Elkhart.
Yeah,
Indiana?
Elkhart was one of those. There's a couple of them.
Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah,
Southwest Way.
Yeah, and so we kind of, saw what they were doing, and they've been doing it for like 15, 20 years, like a long time. So they're like the professionals. But we thought, let's just try something different. There wasn't any event like this, in Jackson. And so, this will be our 4th year. So.
And the cardboard boats, they don't sink? They don't get waterlogged?
Oh, they do.
Some do.
Yes. Yeah, we had a great one last year. JAMA, they built like this dragon and even had like pyrotechnics and stuff.
Wow.
It was a big green dragon. 2 guys were in it, and it was sinking, and we literally have pictures like lower, and they won. We give out an award for best sinking, and they won it, and it was pretty hilarious.
Oh, and those guys played it up too, because
even
as the ship was going down, they were still paddling.
Yes.
And you can see that frame by frame on our website.
Can.
It's really cool.
It's cool.
Very good.
Yeah.
So will people see anything different this year?
Yeah, we've got a couple of things. For one, we rolled out a theme, which we haven't done. So our theme this year is storybooks. So we're asking companies to kind of think outside the box. It can be any story, and build your boat based on that story. So, like, for example, like we were thinking about the giving tree, and so having a tree, our boat be a tree somehow. We're just trying to get people to think outside the box. So we're doing that. We're going to do a parade of boats at the beginning, so everyone will get their chance to show off their boat, because in the middle of the race it can get kind of crazy, so we want to make sure everyone gets their chance. And then we're also doing a couple things for kids this year. It's at 4:00, and so kids are out of school. We haven't had too many kids there, but we're going to have like some balloon animals and some vase painting and stuff like that. So a couple new things.
Well, a boat parade gives people a chance to look at the boats before they're on the bottom of the fisheries pond.
Exactly.
Okay. So I'm sure there are goals that you have for this. Maybe more entrants than last time, more spectators, or all of the above?
I think one of the biggest goals is definitely more spectators, just because I think it's so unique. And I think, last year it got a little stormy at the end, but the whole day it was like beautiful weather. We have like a hot dog stand out there that our labor participation committee does. And so, it's always great to enjoy Cascades, so we want to get people out there anyway. So definitely more spectators. And I would say, we have an award called the People's Choice Award, and people are able to, $1 is one vote. So this year we're really pushing companies to say, hey, have a jeans day, have a bake sale through the summer. And so your employees, even if they can't be in the boat, even if they can't build the boat, they can still participate, and all that money obviously goes to United Way. So
very good.
Yeah.
Well, I know that I have not attended in the past, but it sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen the photos afterwards, and I think I might like to get out and see it happen.
Well, you should talk to Scott. He actually has the perfect perspective of what it's like to be in a boat, one that floats and one that sinks.
I know that he borrowed my canoe paddles.
Did he?
For the event.
Did you get those back yet?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes, I did. So this cardboard boat race kicks off the annual United Way campaign.
Right.
What can you tell us about this year's campaign?
Well, the kickoff. First of all, the kickoff just pretty much brings exposure, brings awareness to our campaign, and our campaign is really the fuel that ignites our impact. The success stories that we have in Jackson. Some of the things that we've been able to do at United Ways, we've been able to make sure that women who are in a dangerous situation have security and safety at the Aware Shelter. We're able to make sure that kids who are falling behind in school get the proper direction and education they need, so they can actually start reading to learn when they're at that critical age of learning to read, so they're not going to fall behind or fall through the cracks. We can make sure that families that are maybe getting a little bit behind, they can get the proper guidance, the proper knowledge, the proper know-how to learn how to balance a budget, to be able to get the resources to stay in their home and actually learn how to live to where they actually have money at the end of the month and not too much month at the end of the money. So we have all of those success stories, and that's why we campaign. And that's why we have a boat race, so we can bring awareness to our campaign.
That's a wide variety of services.
Well, everything that the United Way funds is on our website at uwjackson.org. So if you want to see the real impact, what's happening in Jackson, because people give to United Way, all you have to do is go right to our homepage, and everything is right there. You can see how we are changing the picture here in Jackson by going to uwjackson.org.
Very good. And I imagine that there's ways to volunteer on the website as well as donate and
Absolutely. You can go volunteer. The link to our volunteer center is just right on our homepage. You scroll down just a little bit, right above the boat race information.
So there's information about the boat race on the website. And, okay. So when people give to United Way, their dollars have impact all across the community.
Absolutely. Dollars have impact all across the community. Like I said earlier, we're changing the picture here in Jackson.
Very good. Very good. Well, one more time, let's name that website and how people can get involved and in the cardboard boat race, among many other activities.
uwjackson.org is our website. We also have presence on Facebook, on Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn. We've got a YouTube page. You can get access to all that at our website, uwjackson.org. And if you just scroll on down the homepage, you'll see the boat race information at the bottom. Click on that, and everything that you need for the boat race is there. How to enter, how much it is to enter, guidelines for the boat race, the theme,
how to build a boat.
You can look at video from previous years, so you can kind of get an idea of what it's all about. So everything right there, uwjackson.org.
Very good. Is there anything that needs covering that we didn't cover today? I don't think so. All right. Well, then that's it for us today. Marc Daly and Stephanie Shiro of United Way in with me, Mike Reed. And we'll talk to United Way again in about a month.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming in, folks.
Thanks for having us, Mike. Appreciate it.